Well, a man is dead after a robbery in Bellaire. This happened around 3 this morning near Bellaire Boulevard and South Rice. 3 men told police they were robbed by another group of men at a gas station. Investigators say both groups shot at each other. One of the robbery victims was shot and died at the scene. Police say the suspects got away in a gray Honda. In Northwest Houston, a motorcyclist is dead after crashing in Northwest Houston. It happened on Veterans Memorial Drive near Antoine. Investigators say he crashed into a car that was waiting to make a turn. The motorcyclist was thrown from his bike and died at the scene. The driver in the car was not hurt. Investigators believe speed and poor lighting on the roadway may have caused a deadly crash in Humble. Deputies responded to a motorcycle crash in a construction zone on 1960 near Moonshine Hill Road. They found a man lying in the road. Investigators say they don't believe another vehicle was involved. An autopsy will determine if the motorcyclist may have been under the influence. Well, a family is looking for answers after their loved one was found hanging and burned along the North Loop. Police say the body of 46-year-old Jeremy Carnes was discovered after officers responded to a brush fire last week. His sister spoke with Fox 26 and said her brother was homeless with a history of mental health and substance abuse issues, but that he didn't deserve to be treated that way.
Society is so tough on people. You know, people look at homeless people and they don't see a human.
Well, she says her brother had been attacked just days before he was found and believes the same person may be responsible. So far, no suspects have been named. Now to an update on a crash last week involving a Baytown police cruiser that left several children injured. 2 have now died. They were 8 and 10 years old. 2 of their siblings remain in the hospital in critical condition. The crash happened last Thursday near West Baker Road and Country Club. Investigators say Baytown police officer Michael Hightower was on duty responding to a call and had the green light when his cruiser collided with a van carrying the children. And now to the federal government shutdown, which is approaching its 2nd month and will tie for the longest shutdown in U.S. history when lawmakers return to Congress on Monday. This comes as 2 federal judges have now ordered the Trump administration to tap into emergency funds to pay for SNAP benefits. Fox's Connor Hansen has the latest from New York.
When you're talking about SNAP, if you look, it's largely Democrats. They're hurting their own people.
Republicans are still pinning the blame on Democrats for the government shutdown on the eve of a potential crisis. But one day before SNAP benefits were set to be cut off, 2 federal judges ruled the Trump administration must use emergency funds to pay for them. The White House had been resisting using the contingency money.
That contingency fund, by the way, doesn't even cover, I think, half of the $9.2 billion that would be required for November SNAP.
What happens if 3 weeks from now, when all the money is gone, and they still haven't appropriated anything?
Several states, cities, and nonprofits went to court asking for the emergency funds to be released.
I sure hope they do the right thing. They don't appeal. They load the money up on people's SNAP cards, and they give the people the help they need.
On top of the SNAP uncertainty, staff shortages are creating delays at major airports, and federal workers are still not getting paid. President Trump posted it was time to, quote, initiate the nuclear option, get rid of the filibuster. Congressional leaders don't seem to agree.
But the filibuster has traditionally been viewed as a very important safeguard. If the shoe was on the other foot, I don't think our team would like it.
President Trump posted to Truth Social that SNAP benefits will be delayed either way, but he does plan to provide the funds when the White House receives more guidance from the court. In New York, Connor Hansen, Fox News.
Well, the administration has no later than Monday to come up with a plan to at least partially pay for SNAP benefits while the government is closed. Meantime, Bush and Hobby airports are advising travelers to arrive early to allow for extra time to get through security screening because of the shutdown. Both airports say passengers may experience reduced screening lanes and that TSA wait times could be more than 30 minutes. At Bush, only terminals A and E will have open checkpoints starting today. So if you're flying United, you'll need to check your baggage at Terminal C and then head to Terminal E for security.